my lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly. Let the dogs out when she smiles.
The year 2000 was a strange bridge between two worlds, the end of the old millennium and the birth of a new sound. Some artists soared to the top only to vanish as quickly as they came. From Samantha Mumba, Gotta Tell You, to Sun by 4, a Puro Dolor, these are 15 one-hit wonders that made 2000 unforgettable. Carl Thomas, I Wish.
It was love at first sight.
In early 2000, Carl Thomas poured heartbreak into I Wish, a song that perfectly blended sorrow and soul. Produced by Puff Daddy's Bad Boy team, it told the story of wanting someone you could never truly have. The track hit number 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became a quiet anthem for those who loved in silence. Thomas earned respect as a vocalist, but lightning never struck again in the mainstream. His later singles stayed on R&B radio but never crossed over. Carl Thomas brought smooth reflection, but the next group on our list added confidence and cool to the dance floor with a song that demanded you move. Lucy Pearl, Dance Tonight. Lucy Pearl formed as a supergroup with members from En Vogue, A Tribe Called Quest, and Tony Tony Tony. Their single Dance Tonight arrived with funky bass lines, effortless vocals, and that summertime groove that felt like pure joy.
We need to do is buy brand new fits for you.
The track climbed into the top 40 and earned heavy rotation on MTV, but creative tensions and label issues cut their run short. By the next year, the group was gone, and Dance Tonight became their one shining memory, a flash of style, skill, and chemistry that ended too soon. While Lucy Pearl made elegance sound effortless, the next act blended pop and R&B with a feel-good rhythm that turned heads from radio to MTV. soulDecision faded.
When I get you all alone, I'm gonna move in nice clothes.
This Canadian trio burst into the American scene with Faded, a track that mixed boy band charm with a funky rhythm section. Unlike the choreographed pop of the era, they played instruments, sang live, and wrote their own material, a rarity in 2000. Faded rose to number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100 and made soulDecision briefly stand shoulder to shoulder with NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. But their follow-up singles didn't connect, and their fame faded as quickly as the song's title suggested. From bright, upbeat pop, we moved to a song that carried both vulnerability and power, a radio hit that became one of the year's most unforgettable melodies. 9 Days Absolutely, Story of a Girl.
This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole.
Few songs capture 2000 like this one. With jangly guitars and a heartfelt hook, Absolutely, Story of a Girl told the tale of love, imperfection, and devotion, all in under 4 minutes.
When she smiles.
It hit number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, playing endlessly on radio and in teen movies. The band tried to follow up with more singles, but none reached the same level. To this day, that chorus lives rent-free in early 2000s nostalgia. 9 Days gave us the soundtrack to Young Love, but the next entry shifted gears completely, bringing Latin passion and heartbreak to American radio in a way no one expected. Sun by 4, a Puro Dolor, Purest of Pain.
Give me back my fantasy.
When Sun by 4 released a Puro Dolor in 2000, it became a bridge between Latin ballads and mainstream pop. The English version, Purest of Pain, carried the same emotional weight, blending heartbreak with flawless harmony.
My world's become so empty.
The song reached number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100 and held the top spot on the Latin charts for months, setting a record that few have matched. But their later singles failed to cross over again, and a Puro Dolor remained their lasting mark, a song that could make anyone feel heartache, no matter their language.
Give me back my fantasy.
Sun by 4 showed that sorrow could sound beautiful, but the next act on our list brought pure joy with a dance track that swept through nightclubs and car radios alike. ATC, Around the World.
It goes around the world just la 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 la.
When ATC's Around the World hit US radio in 2000, it felt like the soundtrack to 1,000 flashing lights. Its repetitive hook and glossy synths made it instantly addictive, the kind of song you'd hear once and hum all week. It reached number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100, a surprise hit from a German group few Americans had heard of before. Despite the global success, ATC never scored another hit in the US. Their moment was quick, bright, and impossible to forget.
It's all around the world, just la 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 la.
And while ATC turned pop into euphoria, the next duo took that same early 2000s energy and gave it a rougher urban edge that hit hard across R&B and hip-hop stations. Ruff Endz No More.
Baby, relax, sit back and chill.
In May 2000, Ruff Endz delivered No More, a breakup anthem wrapped in sleek production and sharp vocals. It balanced heartbreak and swagger, the sound of two men who had been played and were done being nice about it. The single shot up to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100, giving the Baltimore duo their one and only major hit. Later tracks kept them in R&B circles, but No More stood alone as their biggest cultural footprint, a track that still pops up in throwback playlists and dance floors alike.
No more dough, he can't even kick it.
Ruff Endz gave listeners power and closure, but the next voice on our list brought something else entirely: youth, charm, and a burst of energy that made pop radio sparkle in the summer of 2000. Samantha Mumba, Gotta Tell You.
Walk in the room that very night.
At just 16, Irish singer Samantha Mumba broke into the US with Gotta Tell You, a slick, confident pop record with R&B flair. It stood out from the bubblegum pop crowd thanks to its futuristic production and her unmistakable tone. The track soared to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, earning her instant fame and global recognition. But follow-ups like Baby Come On Over never matched its reach, leaving Gotta Tell You as her defining hit. Today, it's remembered as one of the freshest and most confident pop debuts of the millennium.
Didn't tell you this tonight.
Samantha Mumba brought youthful cool to the charts, but the next artist took that same year and added a grown-up groove, crafting a song that owned every dance floor it touched. Debelah Morgan, Dance With Me.
What I really wanna do is just dance with you.
In the summer of 2000, Debelah Morgan released Dance With Me, a sultry blend of Latin rhythm and R&B elegance. It sampled the classic Hernando's Hideaway and turned it into a fresh, radio-ready groove that made every listener want to move.
Oh, come and dance with me.
The song climbed to number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, earning Morgan her only major hit. Her effortless vocal range and the track's sizzling energy caught the world's attention, but her later singles didn't find the same success. Even so, Dance With Me remains one of the smoothest and most joyful hits of its time.
When it comes to passion, I know just what to do.
Where Debelah Morgan brought grace and movement, the next act gave us a bittersweet pop-rock tune that perfectly captured the feeling of longing you could never quite shake. Kandi, Don't Think I'm Not.
I don't have to question.
Known for writing hits for others, Kandi stepped into the spotlight herself with Don't Think I'm Not, a mid-tempo R&B track about keeping confidence while being hurt. The message was simple: if you can play the game, I can play it too.
Just don't think I'm not, 'cause I'm not getting mine.
The song reached number 24 on the Billboard Hot 100, showing her ability to shine beyond songwriting. Yet her next singles failed to make the same impression. Don't Think I'm Not became her signature moment, a confident anthem still played by fans who love a dose of early 2000s attitude.
Don't think I'm not, even when you're out making love.
Kandi gave us empowerment through melody, but the next entry leaned on pure heart, a pop-rock love song that became the soundtrack for countless young romances. Evan and Jaron, Crazy for This Girl. Twin brothers Evan and Jaron delivered Crazy for This Girl, a tender song about obsession, admiration, and that all-consuming first love. Its clean production and emotional sincerity made it an instant favorite on radio and MTV. The song climbed to number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100 and even found a home on movie soundtracks and teen dramas. But once the hype faded, so did their mainstream spotlight. Still, Crazy for This Girl remains one of the purest, most heartfelt pop songs of its era. Evan and Jaron captured the innocence of love, but the next act on our list came crashing through that softness with one of the loudest, most unforgettable anthems of 2000. Baha Men, Who Let the Dogs Out.
Let the dogs out!
Released in July 2000, Who Let the Dogs Out took over the world with its call and response hook and irresistible energy. It became a party anthem, a sports stadium staple, and a pop culture phenomenon all at once.
The party was nice, the party was pumping.
The track peaked at number 40 on the Billboard Hot 100, but its cultural reach was enormous. It won a Grammy for Best Dance Recording, appeared in countless movies, and became one of those songs everyone could recognize in 2 seconds. The Baha Men never had another major hit, but this one ensured their legacy forever.
Who let the dogs out?
Baha Men gave us the soundtrack to every celebration, but the next group on our list brought style, harmony, and attitude, carving out one of the smoothest R&B debuts of the millennium. 3LW No More, Baby I'ma Do Right. When 3LW stepped onto the scene in 2000, they came with confidence far beyond their years. No more mixed, sleek production, catchy hooks, and playful back-and-forth lyrics about demanding respect in relationships. The single reached number 23 on the Billboard Hot 100, cementing the trio as rising stars in R&B, but group tension and shifting industry trends derailed their momentum. Even with talent and personality to spare, No More became their one true mainstream success, a timeless snapshot of Y2K era girl power. 3LW served attitude and melody, but the next song brought danger and desire, combining rock swagger with a sweetness that took it all the way to number 1. Crazy Town Butterfly.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
By late 2000, rock and rap had collided in countless ways, but Crazy Town's Butterfly made it sound seductive. Sampling Red Hot Chili Peppers' Pretty Little Ditty, the song fused smooth vocals with crunchy guitars to create a crossover hit that nobody saw coming.
Sexy, pretty little thing. This April bitch, you got me sprung.
Butterfly hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and dominated MTV for months. But after its success, Crazy Town could not escape its shadow. Their heavier follow-ups alienated radio, and their fame faded as fast as it came. Still, Butterfly remains one of the most iconic tracks of the early 2000s, a perfect blend of soft melody and chaos.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Crazy Town gave us wild romance in the form of a rock lullaby, but our final entry on the list took a softer, more innocent approach, a young artist with a voice full of hope, and a song that defined love for an entire generation of teens. Mikaila, So In Love With Two. At just 13, Mikaila captured hearts with So In Love With Two, a pop R&B tune about being torn between affection and uncertainty. Her voice carried a balance of youth and maturity that made the song instantly relatable to early 2000s listeners. The track climbed to number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earned radio rotation nationwide. But her follow-up releases could not sustain the momentum, and Mikaila quietly stepped away from music. 2 decades later, this remains her legacy, a moment of pure innocence and early millennium charm. Mikaila gave us sweetness and sincerity, closing out a year filled with unforgettable sounds from artists who each touched the spotlight once, then faded into memory. And there you have it, 15 one-hit wonders that define the year 2000. Which one takes you back the most? Drop your favorite in the comments, tap subscribe, and join us next time as we revisit the hits that time refused to erase.